Sprouting 101 class. In this class, you'll be learning my method for sprouting grains that I use in making pap and some other experimental recipes for my family. Let's begin. So first, pick the grain, but make sure that the grains that you're using for this have not been put in the freezer, have zero weevils, are just perfect, just okay, because the quality of your grains will make the quality of your sprouts. So when you're done picking and removing all the stones, wash thoroughly. Anything that floats is not going to sprout, so just take them away. There's no point leaving them. So wash until your water is as clear as this, because we do not want to invite unwanted bacteria into our sprouts. When you're done, scoop your grains from the bowl into the basket. Scoop so that sand can remain in the water. Do not pour into the sieve, just scoop this way. Alright. See what I'm saying? See all the sand and stones left in my bowl. Now pour the grains back into the bowl. Pour in some water and soak. You will be soaking for 6 to 12 hours. Now ensure that your water is twice the size of your grains. All your grains must be submerged in water. We need to activate the grains. Hi guys, so I stepped out and didn't come back on time. It's been 10 hours since I started soaking my grains. Now I'm going to rinse and start my sprouting process. Let me show you what's going on with my grains right now. Look at them! Sprouting makes me so happy. So it's normal if you notice some foaming on your water, it's normal. Now, next step. So this is my sprouting basket. I will rinse the grains and put them here. Here, I'm draining out the water I used in soaking. I'm pouring in fresh water now so that I can rinse thoroughly. Then I'll scoop the grains from the water into the basket instead of pouring the entire thing into the basket. Doing it this way will ensure that sand and stones don't go into the basket. When you're done, tilt the basket in your sink to ensure that you drain out all the water. Tilt it so just like I did. All the water will drain out from your grain. Leave it for a while, because when your grains are submerged in water, they will not sprout. So take out all the water. Then keep the basket in a dark corner of your kitchen or your house. If you don't have a dark corner like this, then sprout at night. After 6 hours of sprouting, this is what I get. Notice that some sprouts have started to emerge. So now we rinse. The easiest way to rinse is to put your basket in a bowl, pour water in just enough to cover the grains, and just run your hands through the grains. That's the easiest way to rinse. Run your hand through the grains, and when you're done, just lift the basket up and you're done rinsing. I told you that this process, my method, is easier than cooking jollof, and I wasn't joking. So once you're done rinsing, drain out all the water from the grains. Remember that a submerged grain will not sprout, especially if you're using a basket that is covered like mine at the bottom. Just make sure that all the water drains out properly. Next, spread your grains upward in your basket again, and put the basket back in the dark corner of your house. It's been another 6 hours since I started sprouting. Now I'm going to check it to see if I have a ready harvest. So submerge your basket again in water to rinse. This rinsing is important because it keeps our sprouts clean and free from bacteria, which is very, very important. You have to pay attention to this. You must rinse every 6 hours if you want a clean, fresh, smell-free sprout. You know the drill already. Run your hands through the grains to free them up. Look at my sprout harvest. It's the sweetest thing in the world. Maybe not the sweetest thing, but the joy it brings. You're like a farmer. Look what you will be doing. Look what I did. The joy is sweet. So that's it. That's how to sprout. You can apply this method with several other grains. Times just differ, so just study the time chart, follow the same process to get beautiful sprouts like this. That's it. I'm just going to drain out the water and store immediately. It's important that you store immediately so that your sprouts don't start to spoil. Remember that the grains are no longer dry. You are going to treat them the same way you treat your cooked food. But in this case, personally, I like to store them immediately. Even though I'm going to be using them same day to make my pap, I will not leave them out. I'll put them in my Tupperware and store them in my freezer. I adore these. I just can't stop looking at them. They are gorgeous. And you can actually eat them this way. They are softer than when they were dry. See, I can press them down with my fingers, unlike when they were still dry. You can chew them this way. You can make a number of recipes with them, and I encourage you to just experiment. You never know what you can discover. That's it, guys. Over to you.